Now the next one is blue and the throat chakra. Now, this one seems to be a bit of a paradoxical thing in the sense of sometimes it's, well, what I've noticed is that blue is like this throat is like the mastery of communication, the mastery of skill presentation. This is like the teachers, you need to be able to, a lot of this involves the oralness, because we learn most intensely from oral stuff. Even the written stuff, even the best written stuff was originally oral discourse. Osho's books are all oral discourses. None of it we actually wrote. So his most profound stuff is just an oral discourse. But my sense is that lots of times we come back to this level because if we're not totally woken up yet, who needs to hear from us? Not very many people. I mean, so this sometimes needs to be delayed. We don't need to focus on because there'll be a time when it's important. But if we haven't become enlightened, or if we don't really have anything to share, we don't need a bunch of rambling crap. This is what, you know, there's so much rambling crap these days. People get taught that everything they say is important. Really? I mean, it's just garbage. We've got loads and loads of garbage, and everybody gets a trophy, or everybody gets an award, even if it's just garbage. My stepdaughter teaches, and she's doing her doctorate in English, and she teaches at the university, and they do creative writing, and everybody thinks they're creative writing, all based on those stupid shows, like, you know, what was the one about the vampires, and then there's, you know, the movies, the different Hunger Games, and and Harry Potter, and that's all people write about now. And it's all mixed up mumble jumble, and the people think it's all very important, and they have vampires, and you know, it just is crazy. So my sense is we worry about that when we need to. But the other side of it though is, except if we've been traumatized, because bioenergetics was very popular in the 70s. It was Thomas Reich and Alexander Lowen. And what he talked, people get very depressed and very shut down, and they lose their throat chakra. So bioenergetics used to get people to howl and scream, but they used to really, because I can remember when I was going through law school and I got so gibbled up, my whole throat chakra got frozen in pain, and literally my whole jaw was totally in pain. And so the therapist would go like this on me, and then they'd have me lie on the mats. This is mat work. We used to do this all the time. They never do this anymore. And you just, it's kind of like the Exorcist movie where Linda Blair is like the devil and just totally releasing herself. And that's what you are, like the devil releasing yourself. But you gotta release all that pain, because that is awful. When your throat chakra is frozen, it's the most terrible thing. You can't even talk. And people ask how you're doing, you go, you're like, how you doing? Fine. And then what happens, you see, is we get our, this is where we get our food addictions, because we're in pain. And so we have this oral fixation, especially with food, smoking too, that we try to, it's like a false immortality project. We want to just feel like with food, we just want to watch Netflix and have our ice cream and just curl up and watch 5 of the same shows, you know, and be there for like 4 hours, just escape, just, you know, numb out and then eat some more crap and kind of crawl back into the womb. You can have all these sorts of little immortality projects, all based around our oral needs. And I won't go into like an all